안녕하세요. Let's Speak Korean의 안정현입니다. Christine, Scott, 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 크리스티나입니다.
안녕하세요. Scott입니다.
Tell me, what is the number you hate the most?
Probably the number I'm most superstitious about would be 13.
Like Friday the 13th.
Right. Not a good day.
And you
Yeah, definitely 13. It's
Yeah.
bad luck.
Koreans are different. Do you know what number Koreans hate the most?
Yeah, right. It's 4.
Why?
And what is it? It's because sa sounds the same as the Chinese character for death, sa. So I guess I could see why.
You're right. That's why many apartment buildings and hospitals don't have the 4th floor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's true. And there are lots
Wow.
of other fun stories related to superstition. Do you guys know any other?
Well, one time when I was eating out with my friends, we were eating some kimbap, and there was one kimbap left in the dish. And then they told me the person who eats the last kimbap has a son. So it was kind of funny because they were fighting over who should eat it. And actually, I was the one who ended up eating it. So it was kind of fun.
It's from the old days when families used to prefer sons over daughters, right?
Yeah.
People have changed a little, I think. Scott, do you have a fun story for us?
Yeah, I heard an interesting one the other day. In the morning, if you hear a crow first thing, then you're going to have bad luck all day. So if a crow starts, I guess tell it to shut up or something so you don't have to hear it.
Tell it to shut up. Good luck with that. Helps to understand the culture if you know about these little things, right?
Sure.
Okay, that's another good reason to keep watching Let's Speak Korean. Let's get started. Take a look at the next scene first.
This morning is so beautiful. Hi, I'm Sue. I just love coming out here every morning and exercising. You get healthy, your thoughts get clear, and you meet new friends. I see Yurim over there exercising as usual. Think I'll go and say hi. Hi. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Great. Let's take a break. How about sitting over there? Come on. Wow, you really like exercising, don't you? You're always out here.
Yes, I do.
무슨 운동을 좋아하십니까?
무슨 운동을 좋아하십니까?
수영을 좋아합니다.
수영을 좋아합니다.
But you can't swim around here.
물론이죠. 아침 운동이 끝나면 수영장에 갑니다.
Wow, isn't she amazing? She exercises so much. I could never do that much. At least, though, I'm going to continue with my morning jogging. I've rested enough now, so I better get back to my morning exercises. Come on, let's go. Bye.
I think Sue's right. Everybody has a different exercise that is right for them. And it's also important to exercise just the right amount because too much exercise can be harmful too. Anyway, do you guys want to try repeating the conversation that you just heard?
Okay. First one was 무슨 운동을 좋아하십니까?
And the answer, Christine?
수영을
수영을
좋아합니다.
Good. I'll say the sentences one more time. 무슨 운동을 좋아하십니까? 수영을 좋아합니다. Now, in particular, we're going to talk about the word 무슨, which means what. And if you remember, we talked about the word 무엇, which also means what. 무슨 is the adjective form of 무엇, so naturally it is always followed by a noun. Let's try repeating the sentence again. 무슨 운동을 좋아하십니까?
Okay. 무슨 운동을 좋아하십니까?
무슨 운동을 좋아하십니까?
And you answer by saying the sport you like, followed by direct object particle and the verb, right? Okay, let's try a conversation using a picture that I prepared earlier. Scott, answer my question. 무슨 운동을 좋아하십니까?
How about swimming? 수영을 좋아합니다.
Then Christine, 무슨 운동을 좋아하십니까?
bowling을 좋아합니다.
Bowling, good. Now, how about a conversation between you two? I gave you some pictures earlier.
Okay, so hold this up. Christine, 무슨 음식 좋아하십니까?
김치를 좋아합니다.
Okay, yeah, me too.
Okay. Scott, 무슨 과일을 좋아하십니까?
Well, I like strawberries, so 딸기를 좋아합니다.
Well done. Now let's listen to native speakers for the correct pronunciation.
무슨 운동을 좋아합니까?
테니스를 좋아합니다.
무슨 음식을 좋아합니까?
불고기를 좋아합니다.
무슨 과일을 좋아합니까?
사과를 좋아합니다.
I told you that 무슨 is the adjective form of 무엇, meaning what, and this word 무엇 changes depending on its position in the sentence. Let's practice with this chart over here. See, if you take a look at the chart, you see that when 무엇 is used as a subject, it changes to 무엇이. This is because E is a subject particle. 무엇이 can be shortened to 뭐가. And here we have subject particle 가 because 뭐 doesn't have a consonant at the end. Okay? 무엇이 reduced form 뭐가. Okay? Let's try it in a sentence. What's delicious today? 오늘은 무엇이 맛있습니까? Or you can also say 오늘은 뭐가 맛있습니까? Using the shortened form. You can use this expression when you go to a restaurant and ask the server for the day's recommendation. Do you want to repeat that?
Okay. 오늘은 뭐가 맛이 있습니까?
Christine?
오늘은 뭐가 맛있습니까?
맛있습니까? Good. Now let's go back to the chart one more time to see when 무엇 is used as a direct object. Now obviously we would add the direct object particle 을, so we get 무엇을. But then 무엇을 gets reduced to 무얼, which can again be reduced to 뭘. Okay, so 무엇을, 무얼, 뭘, they're all interchangeable. Now, repeat after me. 아침에 뭘 합니까?
아침에 뭘 합니까?
Then Christine.
아침에 뭘 합니까?
Scott, give us an example.
How about 오후에 뭘 하십니까?
What do you do in the afternoon, right?
Right.
Nice. Christine, you want to try one on Scott too?
Okay, Scott 도서관에서 뭘 하십니까?
Okay, what do I do in the library? 잡니다.
잡니다? You sleep at a library?
Can't think of a better place.
Well, actually, I can't think of a quieter place myself.
Right.
Maybe I should try going to a library to sleep.
Give it a shot. You'll be satisfied.
Okay, I will maybe sometime. All right, now it's time for you at home to repeat after me. I'm going to say some sentences and give you a few seconds to repeat along, okay? Here we go. Here's the first one. 오늘은 뭐가 맛있습니까? Okay, one more. 오후에 뭘 하십니까? I hope you understood what those sentences meant. 오늘은 뭐가 맛있습니까? Means what is good, what is delicious today, right? And the second one, 오후에 뭘 하십니까? Means what are you doing this afternoon? Okay, that brings us to focus in. Let's take a look at it for more practice on today's key word.
집에 놀러 오십시오.
좋습니다.
음식을 준비하겠습니다. 무슨 음식을 좋아하십니까?
된장찌개를 좋아합니다.
차도 준비하겠습니다. 무슨 차를 좋아하십니까?
홍차를 좋아합니다. 저는 꽃을 준비하겠습니다. 무슨 꽃을 좋아하십니까?
장미를 좋아합니다.
Now let's talk about some more fun stuff. How about Korean TV programs? Let's ask Scott and Christine. Do you guys ever watch Korean TV programs?
Well, I can't really because my Korean isn't that good yet. But from time to time, I like to watch the popular Korean dramas.
And do you understand what they're saying?
Well, yeah, I can understand it because it's about a lot of relational things and I can identify with that. But I can understand one thing. A lot of the actors and actresses are always in love, but there's always a problem, which is most of the time dissenting parents.
Dissenting parents.
Like
Well,
that.
that's Korean love for you.
Mhm.
In Korea, marriage between two people isn't just about the two people. So you can say
Right.
marriage between two people is more like a marriage between two families.
Mhm.
So a marriage that your family doesn't approve of, people think it's just not a good idea, right? But younger people these days have a very Western point of view, and they think love is all that matters.
Okay. Yeah, kind of Western, but then we do have the Romeo and Juliet idea. Be careful of love.
Be
Right.
careful of love. And that's also a love that the parents didn't approve of, right?
Right.
But that kind of plot always makes the dramas more fun, more interesting, right? And I guess that's why we see that plot a lot in dramas.
Yeah, something that everyone can share and everyone understands.
Right. Scott, what kind of programs do you watch?
If I have time, I like to watch the news just to get some new vocabulary and practice.
Wow. Any difficulties?
Yeah, Konglish, but I'm starting
no.
to get used to that.
Konglish?
Right.
Watching TV programs is another good way to learn a foreign language, isn't it?
Definitely.
Okay, anyway, it's now time for Korea Alive. Let's see what Lisa has for us today.
Hi, I'm Lisa. Let's continue talking about body language from last time. When you're in a different country, body languages can mean different things because of the culture. So it might be helpful to pick up a few basic gestures to help us adjust to living in Korea. And that way, there'll be no misunderstandings and everybody can understand each other very well. Okay, are you ready to start? Let's go. Aw, how cute. 아유, 귀여워. If you're walking with your baby in the park, many people will come and pet your baby's head and say things like this. In Korea, to pet someone's head is an expression of love, so don't feel offended if this happens. It only means your baby is adorable. Also, if you ask a Korean something in English and they don't understand, they may do something like this. Now, what does this mean? As you've already guessed, it means I don't know. But we usually do something like this, right? In Korea, they shake their heads from left to right like this to mean I don't know. Okay, we learned a few interesting gestures, and I'll be back with more fun stuff next time. Bye-bye!
Thanks, Lisa. Now let's review. We talked about the adjective form of 무엇, what, and that word was 무슨, and we said that it is always followed by a noun. Now, guys, how about a conversation using the word 무슨?
Okay, Christine, 무슨 음식을 좋아하십니까?
김치를 좋아합니다.
Okay.
Scott, 무슨 과일을 좋아하십니까?
How about 사과를 좋아합니다?
Scott, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
무슨 TV 프로그램을 좋아하십니까? Now, I want the right answer.
Of course, let's speak Korean. 좋아합니다.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Thank you at home for staying with us. We'll be back next time with more fun stuff. You can look forward to that. 안녕히 계세요.